Hi all. I hope everything is well with you all. Been a long time since I was online. Let's see who's here. Dog Walker, Sable, Judy, Timo, stating the obvious. Nice to see you all. As I did write in the description of this live, it's a new setup for me. I'm not sure that the sound is okay, that the feed is okay, because I've been away working I worked too much the latest month or almost 2 months. And during that time, my laptop that I work on when I'm away from home did break down totally. And now I have had the chance to buy a new one. I'm setting it up. And last time I was home, I took my audio equipment, some of my lights, and so on. And as I promised in a community post 1 week ago, I promised to go live this week because I thought that I would be at home. But I was reading. Great. You hear me. Okay. But I didn't have time to set this up, and I didn't arrive at home last night as planned. I'm still away. I will hopefully come back on, let's see, Saturday? Yes, on Saturday evening. So at the moment, as you see, I'm in a very strange place. I'm in a military facility, and I was desperately this night looking for somewhere where I could be alone and where it was not so much echo. And because I'm down in the mountain, it's only hard surfaces. So I ended up in a workshop. Yes. This place is for repairing big guns. Quite explosive. Thank you, Dog Walker, and everything. Everybody. Having problems talking. To be honest, I am quite tired after this working period. I have been away from YouTube, and I've been away from Flat Earth. I haven't seen a Flat Earth video in 6 or 7 weeks. So this night, when I prepared it, I was looking at my bookmarks with the well-known Flat Earth fools. And as I always say, they are on repeat. I have prepared some videos, but mostly I wanted to come back to my community, to you all, and to show you that I'm still alive and I'm behind on everything. I have sold several knives when I've been away, but I will have to start making those knives now. And I'm behind on my personal life. I haven't seen my family almost I've seen them for a few days the last 2 months. So I'm behind on everything. And I'm not used to this setup I'm using only laptop. Normally I work with 2 screens. Now I only have one small laptop screen, and I have problem looking in the camera at the same time as on the screen, which is down here. And today I did have my microphone that I use with field recordings and interviews and so on, so I'm using a shotgun mic. Therefore you see it here. They sounds best if you have them on dialogue quite close, but I can live with it. Oh, I see myself. This was a new one. I have looked at so now you don't see it. I looked at the classics. Of course, I did have a look at an old classic. Now I must be ready for the, so don't get too high sound on this one. Let's start with tonight's first fool.
I rest my case, Your Honor. 8+ years of receiving personal attacks rather than refuting the scientific facts I lay before them. That is what these gang-stalking Globe cult members have done for 8+ years. They cannot truthfully refute the message, so they desperately try to kill the messenger.
So the one delivering science is Daniel Pratt, according to Daniel Pratt. Oh dear. Let's continue.
Sound familiar? Yeah, it's the exact same thing they did to Jesus.
So, did I misunderstanding, or did Daniel Pratt just compare himself with Jesus? I have to drink some soda.
Shocker. Kind of like the thumbnail is another absolute truth. They can't help but prove, because they are blind to the truth due to their hatred of God.
What do God have to do with this? I have a hard time with understanding the connection between flat earth and God. Oh dear.
There's one particular Globe Zealot cult gang stalker that replied, that put up a video, a live stream. 8,000 subscribers. Could only get 45 people to watch his live stream.
I wonder who he's talking about. Can't be me. I don't have 8,000 subscribers. Timo, he moved, I think, almost 1 year ago. So he moved away from the water heater. I feel a bit like Daniel Pratt when I think of it. I think I'm about 50 meters below the surface. I'm down in the mountain, so I'm in a very big basement.
He goes on to babble about how airplanes make adjustments to get to their destination, so they have to turn and adjust their altitude. Okay, that has absolutely nothing to do with airplanes being able to accelerate or decelerate laterally. You utter imbecile. But this once again proves why they won't sue me. I put up a video begging these gang stalkers that have done nothing but harass and attempt to intimidate me, but they are utter numpty clown cowards, so they don't intimidate anybody that has the truth of Christ.
Oh dear.
They won't sue me. They'll come up with excuse. You don't have $1 million. I'm sorry. Do you think Alex Jones has $1 billion? But he got sued, didn't he? So these people that despise me with every immoral fiber of their soulless beings won't take me to court so they can own me financially the rest of their lives.
Why would anyone go to court and sue this silly little man? That's not how you prove that we don't live on this silly flat earth. Oh.
Why? Because they know for a fact I will destroy them in court. So they won't own me. I will own them. The truth will own them. Because they can't just go in and babble their nonsense to their other spiritually blind, God-hating heathen.
I think that was the 4th time he mentions God or Christ. I never heard him making any sense, trying to prove anything at all. Oh dear, I get a bit tired of him. Let's look on another fool instead.
Today I'm going to look at the Mark Sargent charade. Sorry, it is a charade. You should have become wise to this silliness by now. If you haven't, I'm just going to show you why you should have, okay?
And as all of you here, now it's time for Leo, Level Earth Observer. I must mention this, those videos I have chosen, I haven't looked on them before. So I don't know what Leo's problem with Mark Sargent is. Let's listen to it.
Mark's been on the scene, if you want to call it that, for a long time. I first became aware of him in his early days, where I heard him on a radio show, where people were ringing him and bigging him up big time. Literally, it was like, wow, man, I can't believe I'm speaking to Mark Sargent, man. Wow. And immediately it was a little bit, but I thought I'd check this guy's work out. So I checked it out, and sure enough, Mark's got a great voice. But the problem was Mark was mixing good information with silly information, pushing of maps and models, and his own ideas of what he thought the flat earth was.
Interesting. So Leo is on the same page as Nathan Oakley. If a flat earther tries to present a model of their silly fantasies, they are a scammer and so on. Quite interesting. I've been away from almost 8 weeks, and this continues. Flirts are afraid of models, are afraid of presenting any type of model that you can debunk.
And as a result of that, Mark got pushed in the algorithms and made plenty of very, very bad appearances on television. And because of those terrible performances, it was highlighted to Mark time and time again. Stop pushing maps and models. Stand by demonstrable science that have been tested and verified by all.
So maps, it's not okay to try to present a flat earth map. Of course not. because it's so easy to prove that those maps don't work in reality. So Leo is on the defensive on this. He nagging on about space and NASA and so on, and he's avoiding everything that is so easy to debunk.
And you'll absolutely annihilate the globe Earth with a simplistic approach. Mark chose not to do that, continued to push silliness and make himself, and help promote the loaded term that is now flat Earth through his promotions and ideologies of what he thought the flat Earth was. You've only got to look at Mark's most recent video here to see that nothing has changed. On the left, we've got some geezer in a suit putting his hand up to the globe Earth. No, 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 no. And then on the right, the very same fella is pointing and giving a thumbs up to a pizza flat Earth, one that's residing on the back of a turtle.
And I quite sure that Mark Sargent don't believe that the flat Earth pizza is resting on a turtle. But I have never seen Leo presenting a model of the flat Earth.
The video is called Nothing Compares to Flat Earth. Why, oh why, after all this time, particularly given the fact Mark has been told time and time again about misrepresenting simple demonstrable truths, why, oh why, is he continuing to push tosh like this? Flat Earths residing on turtles' backs. Why? If you flick through Mark's video, it's 2 hours of the usual tosh. Mark talking, memes, good information, and then tosh blended in to muddy the waters and misrepresent and help load the term that is flat Earth with a lot of the tosh that Mark has put out there through his terrible performances on television.
Yes, I agree. I think Leo is jealous. But Leo is so shy. I think I have seen his hands holding a cup of tea in the tower crane. I think I've seen his feet in some video, and some of a reflection of his face in a video. But he's too shy to be on television.
We type in Flat Earth into YouTube. We know it's an incredibly censored platform, right? We scroll down. Look who they're promoting. We knew it anyway. Good Davy boy promoting his silly videos. Oh dear. And just the same usual tosh. But look who pops up almost immediately. Look.
Perhaps it's because it's a well-known television station making a video about Mark Sargent. Perhaps that's why they get high up on the list when you search on Flat Earth.
I'm surprised we're not getting inundated like we usually do with his ridiculous TV performances, like the ones he had over here in England, in Britain, on Breakfast TV, where he made himself and anyone who chooses to use the words Flat Earth look ridiculous.
And that's because you Flat Earthers are ridiculous. Oh dear.
In fact, let's just pop into this convention video. 2 secs.
For centuries, a flat Earth was accepted as certainty until science and sailboats said otherwise.
One of the rules of power is...
Just got to pause it there. What scientific demonstration said otherwise? I'm a demonstrable realist, and based off science we can test and verify for ourselves, we can prove the globe is scientifically impossible. Not an opinion, a demonstrable fact.
And still Leo never proved anything regarding the shape of the Earth.
Anyone wants to refute that, the pinned comment is purely for scientific demonstrations which can be tested and verified by all, which prove the globe. There'll be nothing but stargazing fantasists dreaming away in there, guarantee it. Based on science we can test and verify for ourselves, we can tell that the Earth is demonstrably level, okay?
And that Leo is seriously stupid.
To fill in the gaps is full exploration all the way. No need of promotion of maps and models, just stand by science we can test and verify for ourselves.
And once again, no need for models or maps. What are Leo afraid of?
But check Mark out.
You never admit that there's someone bigger than yourself.
But in 2015, this guy, Mark Sargent, posted his flat Earth clues.
Part of a series of clues that can help you get your head around both the design of the...
Both the design. I mean, what are you showing us there? You see how Mark works on a subconscious level with his imagery and his silliness and his great tones?
flat Earth system we live in.
You're kind of the, like, father of this.
Look at this guy. Great radio voice, useless on television, insecure, uncomfortable. No wonder he's pushing ridiculous stuff. Muddy in the water as he goes.
Man, how would you?
Don't do
You're
that.
the one who sort of started it all.
I did not invent flat Earth. All I did was walk up to a door, point at it, say, you know what? I think
All you did was appear on TV numerous times, make loads of videos, make silly claims that you couldn't test and verify for yourselves, and as a result, off the back of people like yourself, Mark, you tarnish the words flat Earth, and through association, through people like yourself, through the nonsensical crap you've cited, rather than practical references which can be tested and verified by all, you, Mark, are partly responsible for the mess we're in right now, because your push for absurdities, cash and celebrity status, rather than standing by practical demonstrable science which can be tested and verified by all. You could have served up a massive audience and the people in the TV studios by simply citing practical references. You chose not to do that, instead promote silliness.
some really interesting things on the other side of this, and check it out for yourself. If flat Earth is a university, FEA, then I would be the freshman recruiter.
People have traveled from around, actually, Mark would
I'll try and be nice.
say across the flat world to attend.
The first rule of Flat Club is you don't talk about Flat Club.
Until now.
What? The first rule of Flat Club is you don't talk about Flat Club. Let me just clarify, what is Flat Club then? Does that mean you talk absurd crap on television, but you don't talk about Flat Club to your mates? I'm confused. Because if you're not going to talk about Flat Club, but yet then you're going to go on TV and then make your own videos where you've got pizza dishes on the back of turtles. Again, Mark, you're making yourself look rather silly, fella. Just like you did on breakfast television. Now the big question is here, before we go. Is this on purpose with Mark, or is he just a deluded fantasist? Bearing in mind, the man has been told time and time again to stand by practical references which can be tested and verified by all. He's ignored that and chooses to still push maps and models and theories and ideas which make him and anyone that chooses to use the words flat Earth now, because they've been tarnished by people like Mark. Doesn't look good, does it really? I'm trying to be nice and not really be too harsh, but Mark came to my comment section a few years back and he made an absolute fool of himself as well. He really did. It's difficult to be nice to someone who's been so bad with regards to this subject, but I think I did a fairly good job.
That was the complete video. As I said, I haven't seen it before, but if you listen to Leo, the only critique he has against Mark, besides that he's jealous because Mark is on television or interviewed in radio shows and so on, he is hooked by the fact that Mark is trying to describe a flat Earth map and a flat Earth model, and this is scaring flat earthers today. It's the first time they hear this kind of video from Leo, but you can find this on several other bigger flat earthers that they are backing off from talking about maps and models. And I think it's because they feel that they have no model. They can't produce any maps or other things. Oh dear.
Today I'm going to look at the Mark side.
Okay, a quick one. A new fool. I had to look at some of the classics.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris from New York, Westchester County. It's 7/26/23.
I love it. Every time you have to tell everybody where he lives and the date. And let's hear what he have to say today.
The weather all over the country here has been wacky. It's 115 degrees in one place. It's raining, pouring rain, and people are losing their homes in other areas. The one thing I have a problem with, and the one thing I don't understand, how a politician could come out and start pushing climate change on all of us, when we only have records of 200 plus years in our record books. Okay. And then people say, oh, well, what about the people that are digging through the ice and making these ice too? I don't know.
Okay, I didn't know that it was really about climate change, but the mistake he does is he don't understand the difference between weather and climate. He was talking about rain and so on in the beginning, but weather isn't the same as climate. Okay, I think I heard enough of this one. Let's move on to another classic, and it's a short one from Nathan Oakley, who is angry on a flat earther once again.
Scammer pretending to be a flat earther. You're watching Jaron now. Unsubscribe. Don't give him money. He's just scamming you. Why on earth you'd think he's giving you any flat earth information? All he's done is beg the question of orbits.
Why are you doing this, Jaron? Do you really hate flat earth that much that you're going to give McToon all of that for free?
I think it is the case. I think he hates flat earthers. He doesn't want to give his audience that are giving him money the proof that they're so in need of and so desire and are presumably giving them the super chats for. He didn't want to say because Earth's measured flat, as per your examples. He just didn't say it like.
I see. I have seen that the MC have had long debates with Göran. I haven't seen them, so I can't react on it. Perhaps I will manage to look on one of them. But this is the same again. I've been away for 8 weeks, and I was looking on several YouTube channels or flat earth channels, and I did find several several fights in flat earth. oh dear. Let's see. I having a problem following the side chat because of my small screen. Let's see. Jens is in the house. Stinger News. Who have biggest. Yes, Timo, CC is against almost everything. Yes, Dog Walker. I have a problem looking at Nathan mute bottom Oakley. He's not my favorite. I hadn't prepared more of videos because, as I said, I was not sure if it would work. But obviously my setup sort of worked. Thank you, Stefan. I must confess that I'm quite mentally tired after those weeks because I've been in the new world that Putin have created, and some weeks ago I did a show. I was a guide for 9 Ukrainian refugees, and I told them about the Swedish armed forces and so on, and it was quite hard to meet people that had fled the war. They was from a city close to the dam that was blown up some month ago. So their city was, after the attack in February last year, their city was captured by the Russians in 4 hours, I think. So they had to flee through occupied parts of Ukraine to get out of their city. Yes, Dog Walker. Every Flurfs seems to believe that they have the true explanations for flat Earth, and everybody else is obviously fools. Yes, you're correct, Stefan. I have been. It's a lot of naval trainings and so on. So we've been training with other nations and so on. That's not the secret. And then patrolling and so on. Then I've been away again, training. Some of the weeks I was training Ukrainian soldiers. I did it earlier, late in I think it was April and May. I was away training soldiers, and I've been away training soldiers again. And then, to be honest, it's quite mentally hard because I know for a fact that several of the soldiers I trained earlier this year are already dead in the front. So it's hard to train people that you know that are going to a war. So I try to keep some distance to them. So I'm trying not to be. I try to be nice with them, but I try to not become a friend with them because it would be too hard to do my work. Yes, Timo, it's horrible. It's hard. So I think I need a break and I need to laugh at flat Earth instead. So it feels great to soon be back home so I can laugh at flat earthers because flat Earth is not important at all. Fools like Nathan Oakley and so on think they are important, but it's a laughing matter. It's okay. It have been a long day for me. I woke up 6 this morning and come ashore to this facility, and now we are loading things for the next crew that are taking over after us. So soon I will have to go to sleep because I think I have to go up 6 in the morning tomorrow and hopefully get home on Saturday. Jens, a great question. Oh dear. I'm quite glad that the sound was almost okay in this workshop. I must admit that this is one of the most strange facilities where I have tried to make a studio. If you look here behind me, let's see if I'm going in the right direction. No. These ones, do you know what this is? This. Wait. Anyone who knows what this is? Let's see in the side chat. I'm waiting for replies. Sell for a very big flashlight. Pipe cleaner. This is to clean something that have a diameter 15.2 centimeters. So it's a very big pipe. Yes, it's a model of a cylindrical Earth. No, the correct answer is it's a device that you're cleaning big barrels on cannons. So those is for a cannon with a 15.2 caliber. So all all what you see behind me here is equipment to repair and clean big cannons. So indeed, I'm in a strange place. It's a pig. Perhaps. Do you have any more interesting things here? Wait a moment, I'll be back. Let's see. And what is this? It's quite heavy. Be back soon. It's too heavy to hold. I'm back. Yes, stating the obvious. You are correct. Feeding revenue. It's a train. That one was not loaded. It's for training purposes. So I didn't try to make a suicide or be a suicide bomber. Yes, Bill. I'm using it to prove that the Earth is flat. Back soon. I didn't find one more interesting piece to show you. So the workshops I'm in is the purpose with this one is to repair weapon of different kinds, mainly very big weapons. So this type of equipment you see here for the big cannons today, this is the type of cannons you seen on big battleships and so on. It's what do you call them? Tower cannons. You have them on big battleships. They are built like a big tower. So this one that I showed, this one that you cleaning them at 15.2 centimeters have been quite common. Today we don't use them so much in the Navy. We are using missiles and so on instead. Some ships have cannons, but mostly smaller cannons. Turret, yes, correct. But I'm not a technician. This is not my workplace. It was a free space to be alone and making live broadcasts. The ammunition to that gun, it's 40 kilograms of gunpowder, and what you call it, the shell weighs 46 kilos, and it's different kind of shells, some that penetrates panzer and some that explodes in the air. Tusk, it wasn't Scottish time, you know. It's crisis here. We don't have any alcohol in this facility. No whiskey, nothing. Damn army or damn navy. Okay. The topic of today, showing some weapons, laughing at some flirts, and do I have any more to show? Wait a moment, I think I have. No, it didn't work. I tried to show you a missile, but it was too heavy to carry. It was a small missile that are carried by 2 soldiers. And it was one old soldier trying to carry it, so it didn't go so well. What dog walker? Oakley being a pleasant human? Oh dear. Now, talking about whiskey and rum and so on, I haven't seen alcohol for 8 weeks. It don't mixes so well with my line of duty. Okay. I feel that I will have to sum this up. I have to tear down my studio because tomorrow this workshop will be used by our technicians, and I don't believe that they want to have my YouTube studio in their workplace. So, but I will still be here tomorrow. So if I have time, I will release a new video. I will take my laptop to my small bed and try to prepare a new video. So hopefully I will be able to publish a real video tomorrow. But now I think it's time to bed. I'm very happy that so many did come to this live that I announced very late, and thank you for the donation. Timo, and see you very soon, and I promised I will be more frequent on YouTube the upcoming month. Tack så mycket, Timo. And with that, have a nice night. I think I will sleep well down here in the mountain. See you soon. Take care all. Have a nice night. Bye.